Yes, in some way, I mean, those two bodies of work, they talk about like consumption in some kind of like, they don't function at this, in the same direction. They both talk about consumption, but somehow they like show something paradoxical about consuming. Like on the one hand, like we have like those fragment of advertisement picture that are sourced from like luxury watches and jewelry that as some kind of reminder of like the desire of consumption, but as well, I mean, as a different, as a contrast with a cell phone or a technological object that is new and fashionable and that would disappear. Those objects, like the watch or the jewelry, they are supposed to represent like something that we would transmit to the other generation. Like father and son, mother and daughter transmitting something, like, and it's about reproduction and like reproducing family and values. On the other hand, with the worms, we have an opposite process at work. So the worms are like consuming, they are like fed on the styrofoam, they're consuming it, but they're recycling it at the same time. And then they also like counterpart this bioplastic that is also a component of those canvas work, and that is biodegradable. It's like a recipe made out of only organic ingredients, and then this thing also we can recycle it. So there is this contradiction, like I found in society, with like consuming to the extreme point, and then not like taking care of like what we're gonna leave to the next generation. Yet there is like weird thing, and then like on one hand we have like the watches that is like supposedly to transmit to one generation values, but they're not the value of recycling. So there is like thing like that contradict, and that I can see every day, you know. Something, yeah, about like objects that are going to disappear, to be recycled. They are not there forever, and also that's the same for artworks. I mean, we conserve them, we preserve them. The ones that are not selected by institution or culture, they would be discarded, and some would be preserved in museum. And also I like this aspect of artworks that are something that can disappear, or like that. So to me, like a work like the mealworm consuming, that's something that has to be, like the process like of preservation is like transparent, in the sense of like we know that work has to be maintained by museum staff and so on. And it also like addressed to this like reality of an art piece that's an object alive and needs to be maintained somehow.